I know I'm a big old sissy crab baby, but I just love being outside right now. And I'm so grateful to be alive. I don't want to take anything for granted anymore. That doesn't mean I've been struck sensible or that I'm not an idiot or that I've become rational somehow. But life is so precious. I don't want to spend it under artificial light. I'm up here on the Grand Mesa, largest flat top mountain in the world. And I get through the trees little glimpses of the valley below. And while the elevation is not so great here, it is a wild and woolly place. And I'm renting this Airbnb for the next 10 days or so. Looks like a bunch of hippies. And I love hippies. I took a tour of the new property today that I'll be staying at and developing, and it wore me out. It takes so very little right now to wear me out. And I have to remind myself that it's been 1 week since I was on the operating table having my sternum split open and then glued back together and all that. I asked Dr. Nguyen, she's a funny lady and very, very skilled. I asked her to take pictures and video if she could, and she did, but I haven't seen them yet. And I wanted to see what my lungs look like after 50 years of smoking and whatnot. And God damn it, I wish that she had made a video of them throwing around a fake heart like a hot potato or something with Benny Hill music in the back. You couldn't be funnier than that to me right now. I love my friends so much. And people are so kind to me. Largely because I'm old, I think. I mean, I've been nice to people in my life, but there's nothing that special about me. Life is a big adventure. I wish that I could redeem my brother's experience. He died a week before I had my heart attack. And the thing that I had that he never did was the sure knowledge that I was loved and cared for, not only by my parents, but by my friends and the world in general. And the people that knew me and loved me. And I didn't require much else. And he was so starved. He was so convinced that he was not loved and cared for. And yet he continued to be so optimistic. And for all his faults, we are all profoundly flawed and fallible human beings. For all of his faults, there wasn't a kinder person I knew. And there wasn't someone who so didn't think he was worth it. I know that. I just know that. And it wasn't until the last few years that I really spent any time with my brother. And he died a week before I had my heart attack. And my one prevailing thought the whole time I was going through all this shit was, Lord, please don't let me die right now and steal his thunder. Don't let me be a showboat right in front of my brother's death and not give him his due. He was such a beautiful person. And he wanted so much to be loved. And he didn't believe he was. And I pushed back on much of the love I got, but never doubted that it was there. And I don't know how long I'll live. I might have another 25 years, and I'll be in fine shape for 8 or 9 of them if I turn this around and I make healthy choices and all that shit. Or I might die tomorrow. They were bugging me about my oxygen. About be sure to get a hold of this AeroCare people and get your oxygen, because you could die in your sleep. And I said, oh, I could die in my sleep? Not in a ball of flames and twisted metal or a hail of bullets in a blaze of glory. I could die in my sleep. Is that's an option? Not just drool out on somebody's porch for 10 years after I have a stroke. Sign me up. But no, I don't want to die in my sleep right now. I have things to do, and I'm happy about that. I'm on, like, this weekend I could go out there and just take hold of 16 acres, more or less, at least half of it, and start working and planning. And I've got a tractor now that I could have moved out there. I have to remind myself that I am not firing on all 8 cylinders by any stretch. I can't even drive myself around right now. It's such a beautiful day. It's such a beautiful goddamn day. Quickest way to piss off a driver in Colorado is go the speed limit. We live in paradise here. I mean, it's the most beautiful place on the goddamn planet. Well, fuck all your, Croatia or whatever. I mean, it's just, this is heaven for me anyway. And everybody's in a hurry to get somewhere. They're all in a hurry to die. We're all going to do that. We're all sitting on the edge of the same abyss, dancing. I've known so many beautiful, colorful people. And I know them today still. And I just can't imagine not loving every breath I take. Anyway, I just want to make a quick note of how I feel. 2 weeks ago, I had a massive heart attack. 1 week ago, I had surgery. 3 weeks ago, my brother died, believing he was unloved. and yet being so loving in his own way. And I have been so reckless and careless with this gift, then I will continue to be. Because I'm a nut. But, God damn. What a country. I love my fat, stupid, fascist country. I wish we were nicer to each other. We spend more public money per capita on healthcare and higher education than almost any other country, and we get shit for the result. And you know why? It's because we don't like each other. Because we're mean. We don't like brown people. And we think everybody's gaming the system. We don't think we deserve it. And we're squandering the biggest gift that anybody could ever have. I wish I could sing.